warriors. It's me, Linda B. Thank you all so much for joining me here tonight for another live. Let's see who we got here in the chat. My usual suspects. Michael Rodriguez. Yes, hello, Michael. Fed Up Patriot, Iron Ear, and June Stanley, and my husband, Calvin Bentley II. Hello, darling. He's in the other room. He can hear me. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I know you saw the thumbnail. Now, we got to talk about Hunter Biden and Adam Schiff, but I'm going to make you wait near the end to hear about them. Okay, I got some other things that I want to cover. My usual lives, usually I have a lot of things that I'm sharing with you that's going on in the news. Again, I'm going to share with you Hunter Biden, what's going on with him, and Adam Schiff towards the end of this video. I got to make you wait. Don't forget to smash the like button, comment, share, subscribe, hit all notifications so that you never, ever miss the video. Now, I do my live streams Sunday through Thursday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Tell everybody we can all just join in. I want you guys to engage with me in the comment section. Tell your friends and like-minded people that you know about my channel and about the live streams. But before we get further into it, I want to start off with a brief word of prayer. Dear God, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I am so grateful that you answer prayer, that you are a God who keeps your promises, Father. You are the only God. We thank you so much. We are grateful. We pray that we continue to be content with what we have, not looking at others, comparing ourselves, nothing like that, and that you continue to bless this nation and us, and that you prevent these wars and stop these wars. In Jesus' name, amen. All right. I like to keep it short and sweet. So I am going to go ahead and go. Now, first of all, let's just go ahead and talk about how a lot of people in the trans community, they are upset, ever since the election last year, November. So I am going to show a couple of clips that are not brand new, but you probably haven't seen them, so they are new to you. And then a recent one that's been trending. And this is just, no one is hating anybody. We love everybody. But I want you to see the mindset of people out there in the world right now. There's different mindsets. It's literally a spiritual battle, which I've told you repeatedly on this channel. We've got people losing their minds, vandalizing Teslas, screaming, getting paid to protest, vandalizing property, burning things. And they're literally, I don't know if they realize it or not, that they're literally giving God their middle finger. And then the other side, more patriotic, not that we don't have issues on the other side. We do. We're more conservative, more biblical, patriotic, and want traditional family. And we're typically less crazy. I mean, a lot less crazy. We're passionate, but we usually don't do that crazy stuff that the other side does. So we've got a spiritual battle on our hands. And what we're seeing out here in social media is being played out in real time. I encourage you guys to go and look at my videos that I posted today if you have not, and you can always watch them more than once, and I encourage you to do so. And don't forget about my show, The Linda B Show. Now, you guys may have seen that I am affiliated with Augusta Precious Metals. Now, I want to show you this Augusta Precious Metals, but I have the link in the description, and it's a great way to secure your retirement savings. Is in gold and silver. This is Augusta Precious Metals. This company is rated A+ with a Better Business Bureau. The link is in the description below. I encourage you to check it out. You can download the information for free. We have economic uncertainty. Everything can go on. The stock market can be up one day, down the next. And again, this is Augusta Precious Metals. You can look at this as a way to protect your retirement savings using gold and silver. And again, this is an A+ rated company. The link is in the description box below. I encourage you guys to really check it out. You'll like what you're seeing and what you're hearing. Now, let's get into this. Now, y'all know we got some special people out there in the world. Now, you know they're special now. And we love them just the same, but they special. And so we just gotta have, we're just gonna look at what's going on out there. And again, these people suffer from gender dysphoria. It's nothing really to pick on them about, but they give us a hard time, you know, as Christians. And but I want to share with you these, and I want you to continue to pray for these people, because this is very serious. And I don't think they realize how serious it is. Okay, let's listen.
Being pushed around and seeing others get pushed around has given me a lot of anger. This anger is probably my primary source of motivation for everything that I do. Is that a good thing? I don't know. After last night, there's sadness, but sadness doesn't get us anywhere. Sadness doesn't motivate. Find that anger that comes from seeing your fellow human pushed around. Harness it to do good in the world. In 50 years, maybe queer people will have the luxury of being able to be motivated by something better, but we can get stuff done with anger. And to all the queer kids watching, I know how discouraging this must be for you. I wish I could tell you that your generation is the one that's going to have it much easier, but it's not. We didn't pick this fight. This fight was picked for us. But we have a choice. Either fight it or roll over. And I refuse to roll over. So take today, get yourself together, drink water, cuddle your dog. And tomorrow, gear up, because we got work to do, baby.
It says on here, gays against groomers, but this is clearly a man. There's an Adam's apple, the deep voice. Nails are painted, has on a feminine looking top. And yes, this is a man, I guess, who identifies as a female. So, you know, this is right after the election. And, you know, there was a lot of craziness going on. There was a lot of women in the 4B movement shaving their heads and all of that. I just want us to really get a sense of, and I think you do get a sense of what's really, really going on. And he said queer kids. Now, you know, they want to push this off onto the children. And I just think it's quite unfortunate that they would do this to children. I mean, leave the kiddies alone. Leave the children alone. Leave them out of it. I say, let them be children. Let them be children. Just let them be innocent and do not expose them to such things. Now, I'm going to share with you, this is another one. This is another one.
Well, it's been rough. It was not what I was expecting at all, considering some of the rhetoric he has said. I thought we as a nation were smarter, but I guess not. To my transgender and friends and, the people who it affects, as long as you stay alive, they cannot say we don't exist. Being a Satanist means rebelling against them because they're wrong. And as long as you draw a breath, every breath you take is a rebellion. Keep on fighting because you just have to. Hail Satan, hail.
She just said she a Satanist and said, hail to the devil, Lord. Let me admit, I did not listen to this prior to pushing this. I apologize. And this lets you know, right? And the Lord reigns. Okay, I don't care what she says out of her mouth. This is a biological female who's identifying as a man. And she clearly said she's a Satanist and gave homage to the devil. That lets you know very clearly that this is a satanic thing. Okay, this is not of God. This is a female. She's obviously had hormones. She's got no hair, right? I think that might be on purpose. If it's not, I apologize. She's got the beard, the little goatee and everything. So we got to know what spirit is motivating these people. I'm not sure. I think I kind of want to do a study of the modern day, with the twins and the non-binary. Is that like a demonic spirit? Is there a name to a demon that is, you know what I mean? Is there a demon by that name? I think there is, and I kind of want to find out what it is, to help people understand that this is really demonic. I'm definitely not promoting that. I promote Jesus, just so we're clear. But I don't think people get it sometimes. Like, this is connected to demons. Okay, this is demonic. She just said she worships the devil. She said that. Okay, this is clearly what this is. And I don't think sometimes that people are making the connection. They're not always connecting the dots. And I'm talking Christians sometimes don't connect the dots. But I got to show you this most recent clip. Now, this is crazy. This is a person who is a MAGA, is a Trump supporter, and they are in a bar. Okay, and this bar is this is a bartender at Chatterbox Bar in Indianapolis who threatened a Trump supporter with a bat and kicked her out of the bar after they spotted the MAGA hat. And this is what's going on, and this is very recent. Let's take a listen.
I have a question.
No, we're not answering
Why?
questions. Get out the door.
Why?
Because you're a Trump supporter.
I know, but don't you guys want our money?
No, actually, we don't. Get out of my bar right now. You're not welcome. I'm not fucking around. Get out of my bar.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. Out.
Because I'm wearing a Trump
Yes.
hat. That's wild.
I don't care. Get out.
We can call the police, or you can just leave.
You know this is like discrimination, right?
Oh, boo-hoo. Boo-fucking hoo. Get out of my bar.
Hey, I have a question.
Wow, the bat and everything, saying just because you're a Trump supporter, she didn't do anything, just get out. That sounds like racism. I mean, I know this is not racism in this regard, but if you think about it, back in the day when Black people were not allowed to go to certain establishments during the days of Jim Crow laws back in the 50s, 60s, and prior to that, they were like, as soon as you see someone, you get out, you get out. And this is the same thing, but it has nothing to do with color. It's just about ideology. And that was a biological man dressed up like a woman saying, get out of my bar. Get out. And they...
No, we're not answering
Why?
questions. Get out of the bar.
Why?
I didn't pause that evidently. But in any event, they wouldn't want anybody to say that to them. Okay, like if we owned an establishment and they came in with, saying they're twins and they don't like Trump, as long as it's nothing violent, but they support that movement. Most of the time, conservatives would not say you can't come in here, get out, I don't care. They do that mess. And they accuse us of being that way. And we are so not like that. We love like literally everybody. We love everyone. Everyone's welcome to the party. We want to love on you and care about you and pray for you and talk to us. And no, we don't agree on everything, but we should be able to have civil discourse. No one should be kicking someone out and threatening violence on them with a bat. And I don't know if you heard about the street preacher where this man, a biological man who identified as female, walked up to a preacher and brandished a gun. Seriously, I did a video on that today. So the media would have you think that Christians are being this way towards the alphabet community, but it's them doing that to us. Not all of them, some of them, the very angry ones. Okay, I want to be clear. It's not all, but I'm seeing that push. And there was in the news some years ago, there was this transgender man, but a biological female that went into this Christian school and took the lives of the pastor and his daughter. I forgot where that was, but there is an assault on Christianity. So it's not true that it's us. We could work on the love component, but love doesn't mean that we go along with what you're doing. And I think that's what they equate it as. You don't agree with me, that must mean you don't love me. That must mean that you hate me. And that is just simply not true. It's not true. It's just simply not true. So you guys let me know how you feel about that. But the next thing I wanted to share with you is CNN. They got a little bit of taste of good old fashioned medicine. And, and this is Representative McClain, who is a Republican. And she is going to really give them a taste of her mind. This man right here. And let's just hear. Let me make sure I got it turned up.
All you need to do is turn on the TV. Look at your show. It's nothing but fear mongering. That's all the Democrats do. What's inflation doing? What's inflation? Up or down? Oh, it's down. What's the prices of eggs? Oh, they're down. What's the prices of mortgage? Oh, it's down, right? But we don't cover the positive things. We only cover the negative things to get everyone worked up. So here's two things. This could be a potential problem, but it actually could be a potential long-term solution. But when you don't want to cover the other half and all you talk about is the one half, of course that's what you're going to hear. I would prefer to give both sides of the story. That's what real news people used to do, is they would give both sides of the story. So one side of the story is, yes, potentially on the short term, listen, tariffs could cause us some discomfort, no question. But let's take a look at the long term. Do you think there's any benefits to the long term? I can share with you that there are benefits to the long term if we can get this on a level playing field. And that's what we need to do. Instead of just getting everyone all ginned up about, the sky is falling, the sky is falling. Let's talk about the vision on what we're actually trying to do, which is reverse the negative course and put America on track to be respected again.
Chairwoman, thank you so much for joining us. I wish you would watch our show more often, because you would see that we do have both sides on. Specifically, that's why you're on the air today, to present that side. That's what we do here at CNN. Chairwoman Linda McClain, thank you so much for the time.
Yeah, they say they do that, but they talk over people and are rude to them and won't let them really get their point out. And then they try to discredit the point that they don't want to hear. That's not, CNN tries to play slick. You know what I mean? They'll have like Scott Jennings on, but they'll talk over him. And most of the people at the table, usually is Scott Jennings and maybe one other person that's talking sane, and everybody else, they're liberal. Of course, it's a liberal network, but they try to pretend like they're playing fair, but then they cut people off, talk loud over them, won't let them speak, try to discredit what they say, no, that's not true. See, when they do that, that's not really being journalism. You're just supposed to let the person speak. And see, CNN is not going to be able to do that unless some kind of law is passed. But you see how they do. it. And I don't really appreciate that kind of journalism. It's not real journalism, in my opinion. It's a farce. And so now let's see what we're going to talk about here. What is this here? I think that.
I have a question.
Oh, no, that's the same one I just played. Sorry. I couldn't tell if that was the one or not. So we're going to get into some of the more deeper things that I said this live was about. We're going to get into some deeper things. We went over the angry alphabet people. But one more thing I want to show you about angry leftists, okay? This woman, watch what she's doing right now. Watch what she's doing. This is insanity. This is, of course, them doing something to Teslas, I believe. And there's no audio with this, but she's spray painting on vandalizing a Tesla. And you see her right there doing that right here. See, these people have been going all out to harm Elon Musk. It says, please help identify this deranged anti-Elon Musk mask hole who keyed a swastika onto a Cybertruck in broad daylight at Colorado Mills Mall in Lakewood. Okay, we're just going to look at this again. She's at Colorado Mills Mall in Lakewood. She's keying a swastika on a Cybertruck. Can you believe this? These people are crazy. And they're trying to call him a Nazi. See, these people have been programmed by the media. They have been absolutely brainwashed. It's like a cult. And you can tell when one side is of God and the other is not of God, because she is vandalizing property, okay, and just walks away. All right, she needs to be arrested ASAP. All right, so let's get into the meat of everything. We got to get into the meat of everything. There is some information that has come out about, let's see, this is about, let's see, I'm sorry. This is about Schiff. Adam Schiff for prison 2025 is what that says. Adam Schiff for prison 2025. Listen to this. This is Fine Point with Chanel Ryan.
One such bog dweller, it should come as no surprise to anyone, is chief Trump-hating, failed Hollywood scriptwriter, California Representative Adam Schiff. Veteran investigators Christine Bish and John Stubbins filed an ethics complaint last week alleging that Adam Schiff committed fraud and perjury by declaring both his homes in California and Maryland as his primary residence, thereby violating state and federal laws, so they say. Now, many lawmakers keep a place in Washington, especially if they represent a state from far away, like Schiff does. But only one of their homes can be considered their primary residence. And if you're a lawmaker, your primary residence must technically be in the district you represent. Makes sense. But if you keep two primary residences, you are able to manipulate the system, get lower mortgage rates. And this is exactly what Bish and Stubbins allege. This story emerges as Schiff runs for the U.S. Senate against a backdrop where California homelessness has hit record highs and cost of living has driven Californians out. The ethics complaint lists apparent discrepancies in Schiff's voting record, where Schiff claims both homes in Maryland and California as primary residences between 2002 and 2013. The hypocrisy is glaring. Just this year, Adam Schiff's Democrats pushed Robert F. Kennedy Jr. off the ballot in New York over his debates about his various residencies. Would they dare hold these same standards up to Adam Schiff? Joining us now to discuss the exclusive details is best-selling author and investigative journalist Seamus Bruner, author of Control Oligarchs.
Let me just pause this for a moment, and I'm probably not going to play the whole thing, but I remember what they said about Adam Schiff. You've seen my videos about that particular hotel, the boy, and all of that. I am disgusted if those things are true, and I'm saying if allegedly this happened. Adam Schiff is disgusting. And that Ed Buck, that is disgusting. I am so horrified. Please tell me these things are not true concerning Adam Schiff. Why is he in why? Why is he part of Congress? Why? This is horrible. Adam Schiff, according to Cash Patel, is the worst congressperson in 250 years of the nation's history. Okay, and if what I read about him is true, I said if, I'm going to say allegedly, that means he truly is, because I have yet to hear anything as horrifying as that. All right, we need to pray that justice is done, because I am so tired of hearing about people that are being investigated. We're going to file, we're going to look into this, and nothing happens. It's just like, I want to see some arrests. Okay, did it happen? Is there proof? Arrest, arrest, arrest. All right, and still let Trump and his team get things done. Everybody working in their own particular area, and it all complements the goal, which is to make America great again, make America godly again. I am so sick and tired of investigation. I want some results. I want some tangible results.
Seamus, welcome back.
Hey, Chanel, it's great to be with you. Yeah, Adam Schiff, is in a world of trouble if the legal system is fair. I know that this complaint has been submitted to multiple U.S. House agencies and to the House Judiciary, House Ethics, and House Oversight Committee. And it's true, Adam Schiff has been checking the box principal residence on multiple mortgage applications in 2 different states. You can't live in 2 places at once as your principal residence, and mortgage fraud is a serious crime.
Walk us through the timeline for this. I know that this is coming from a variety of documents that are, verifiable through public records, but walk us through the timeline here. Where do we start?
Yeah, so this all starts really around 2001, between 2001 and 2003. Adam Schiff is from California. He gets elected to Congress, and then he starts commuting, like you laid out in the intro here. He then sells his condo in Burbank, California, and buys a place in Maryland. And so on that box of his mortgage application in Maryland, he checks, this will be my principal residence. But then he buys a condo in Burbank, and then he checks the box, this will be my principal residence in Burbank. And so when he's checking these boxes in Maryland, principal residence, he's potentially committing voter fraud in California, because throughout 2006, 7, 8, and 9, his voter registration documents say he's living in Burbank. And so he goes back and forth checking these boxes all the way up through a refinance in 2013 of his Maryland property, saying that this is my principal residence. And so it's just, it doesn't make sense. How could you be living in both places at once? And I'm glad you mentioned the financial benefits. It's not just the lower mortgage interest rates. You get a lower interest rate on your primary residence. It's also the lower property taxes. You get a homestead exemption. It's also, you get lower insurance rates on your primary residence. And then there's also the federal tax returns with the mortgage interest deduction. And so there's all kinds of financial benefits for doing this. It's not clear whether Adam Schiff got sloppy or greedy, possibly both, but this is a big problem. There was a conviction of a Baltimore state attorney, Marilyn Mosby is her name. She was convicted for mortgage fraud for a very similar circumstance. As you mentioned, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., the Democrats tried to kick him off of the ballot, or successfully did, in New York for a similar residency discrepancy. And there's a host of other people who have had this problem of declaring 2 primary residences in places where they're actually not living full time.
You know what is, I hear what they're saying right here, but I don't think anything's going to happen. But not with this, but something definitely should be happening with that hotel situation, with that other stuff. My other videos on Adam Schiff. And I remember when they tried to get RFK Jr. with this, and the stuff that they make up about Donald Trump, everything was a hoax. I told you guys the Lord showed me that probably a couple of years ago, that everything they tried to put on Donald Trump, none of it was true. It was made up. And I know and I know everything is made up. With the 34 felony counts and the Russia collusion and what happened at the Capitol with the riot or whatever. I mean, it's crazy. They literally make up stuff on him, but they get away with real stuff. Okay, and they don't even go through the stuff that Donald Trump went through. That's what makes me so upset and makes me angry. You have a president, our current president, Donald J. Trump, who literally did not do any of the things he was accused of. It was orchestrated. The whole thing with the Steele dossier, that everything was fabricated, everything was made up, surveilling his campaign. I mean, spying, and everything was made up, and then they come forth like it's true. And in any event, it didn't work. The man is in the White House anyway. I just hate that he had to be charged all this money, dealing with Letitia James and her, on like Big Tish, and he had to go through all of those court appearances, being indicted, the mugshot, and everything they tried to push off on him and really destroy him. It actually made it better for him as far as his campaign. He got more of the black vote. And I know I'm ranting again. I can't help it because I am passionate, but I get so upset when people who are actually trying to do the right thing are put through hell, and people who are not even trying to do right at all, they're doing evil purposefully, and they get away with it. Well, they may get away with it on this side of glory, but when it comes to the end and they got to stand before the Lord and get cast into the pits of hell, they're not getting away with it then. But I want to see something now. Okay. I know I'm impatient. I want to see some convictions. I want to see some handcuffs. I want to see them in orange. Okay. If these things are true, and that ticks me off now, got to get to Hunter Biden. And you guys tell me, if you know anything else interesting about this whole Hunter Biden thing. All right. So this is by way of Laura Loomer. And I just want to remind you guys to please hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Hit all notifications so that you never miss the video that I post. And don't forget, I am affiliated now as part of an affiliate program with Augusta Precious Metals. The link is in the description box below of all my videos. I want you to check it out because this is about securing your financial future, your retirement through gold and silver. You can roll it over. And I just want you guys to check it out. Augusta Precious Metals is an American company, and they have an A+ Better Business Bureau rating. All right, so this is from Laura Loomer, and it states, for the record, the blanket pardon that Joe Biden allegedly signed, he allegedly signed a blanket pardon for his son Hunter, only covers crimes Hunter committed. It only covers crimes Hunter committed from January 1st, 2014 until December 1st, 2024. All right, so that blanket pardon only covers January 1st, 2014 until December 1st, 2024. I'm sorry. Yeah, January 1st, 2014 until December 1st, 2024. So that period right there. That means it does not include protection from alleged perjury committed after December 1st, 2024. And it says, and there's this law right here, 18 USC 1621, condemns perjury with respect to any matter in federal law given under oath or penalty of perjury. Did Hunter Biden commit perjury on March the 5th, 2025, which of course is after December 1st, 2024, when he signed a declaration to the federal court under oath in Los Angeles, in which he said he is broke. He said he is broke. Hunter Biden, are you broke? How is he affording a luxury long-term family vacation with his wife, Melissa Cohen, his son, and a 12-agent Secret Service detail per day and at an oceanside villa in the most expensive neighborhood in Cape Town, South Africa? There needs to be an investigation, and Hunter Biden should be jailed if he's found guilty of perjury. And they attached a link to Cash Patel and Dee Bongino. And then also at Real Donald Trump could revoke Hunter Biden's Secret Service protection tomorrow if he wanted to. I think he should. Donald Trump isn't required to give Hunter Secret Service. Hunter is getting a privilege right now. He's not entitled to Secret Service protection because he's older than 16 years old. Only Joe Biden and Jill Biden get protection for the rest of their lives. Adult children of former presidents don't get Secret Service if they are older than 16. Why does Hunter still have Secret Service protection? And this is Hunter Biden's declaration to the court that he signed and submitted under oath. He signed and submitted this under oath March the 5th. And this is, it's got Robert Hunter Biden, an individual, as the plaintiff versus Garrett Ziegler, an individual of a Wyoming limited liability company. And I'm going to read just the highlighted parts. It states, this significant decree This significant decrease in revenue has also impacted my ability to pay off my significant debt, which has been reported in the press as being several $million. As a result of this, I am not in a position where I can borrow money. In addition to this significant decrease in income and my debt, my lack of financial resources has been exacerbated by the fires, in the Pacific Palisades in early January, which has rendered my rental house unlivable for an extended period of time. And like many others in that situation, I am having difficulty in finding a new permanent place to live. And also it states, ultimately, this dismissal is necessary so I can focus on my time and resources dealing with my relocation, the damage I and my family have incurred due to the Pacific Palisades fires, and paying for my family's living expenses as opposed to this litigation. All right, and it states, I declare under penalty of perjury under the laws of the state of California that the foregoing is true and correct. Executed on the 4th day of March 2025 at Los Angeles County, California. So this was done actually on March the 4th of 2025. The post said March 5th, but that was March the 4th, 2025. And also it says, in an international investigation with my contacts on the ground, Laura Luma has contacts on the ground in Cape Town, South Africa, I have captured exclusive photos of Hunter Biden this morning with his Secret Service detail, proving that he fled the country right after he was served a deposition notice. Wow. He fled the country. All right, let's see. Okay. Let's see, it's working with the, it says, I can confirm via my on-the-ground investigation that the U.S. Secret Service is working with the U.S. Embassy in Pretoria, South Africa, to provide U.S. taxpayer-funded protection for Hunter and his wife during their entire time in South Africa. And the Secret Service detail includes 12 agents per day. 4 agents work to protect Hunter and his wife every 8 hours and 3 shifts, for a total of 12 Secret Service agents every day on us, the taxpayers' dime. Here's a couple of photos my contacts and I captured of Hunter Biden. All right, so this is Hunter in with the Secret Service in Cape Town, South Africa. Hunter's wife was out shopping at high-end stores when these photos were taken today. You can even see the timestamp on our photos below and the South African license plates proving these photos were taken today in Cape Town, South Africa. And today would be March 14th. As far as today goes, more to come. Follow me for this continued international investigation. All right, so there's Hunter. All right, there to the right. Okay, all right, there's Hunter, and he's got Secret Service protection, and there is the what he signed, saying to be true that he's broke and all of that. And I did not know that they couldn't receive Secret Service protection after the age of 16. I literally had no idea. So is Hunter Biden lying? Is this perjury? Wow. And so what his dad, Jim Crow Joe Biden, issued him a pardon from January 1st, 2014 to December 1st, 2024. But this happened March, just a few days ago, in this year. So interesting. That's very interesting, guys. So we're looking at Adam Schiff getting into trouble for mortgage fraud, and we're talking about Hunter Biden, fraudulent as well, perjury. All right, these people need to get in trouble. I know, y'all know I'm tired of it. I'm tired of hearing they're doing something wrong and we're looking into it. I want to see some results. Okay, I want to see it. Clearly, Adam Schiff, pencil neck, is involved in mortgage fraud. You're not supposed to do that. He's getting better mortgage rates and everything by saying he's a primary residence that he's not. That's not his primary residence. I mean, that's crazy. And I didn't really know to be honest, that it was like a big deal. That was, but evidently it is, and he's not supposed to do that. And also we got Hunter Biden doing this, saying he's broke. But yet they moved to South Africa and they're in high-end stores. They went to South Africa, which is where Elon Musk is from. That's interesting as well. Okay. So I'm going to see what you guys are saying. Anybody saying anything? Iron Ear. I don't want to pay for that thug's security. Yeah, the rules in Congress do need to change. Summer Day, you're saying it's better to have Secret Service on this traitor to make sure we know where he is and keep him from selling secrets. Oh, and also David Maynard is saying, David Maynard, you're saying, does he still get protection because he is a commie? Well, you know, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? And let me see, because Hunter asked for it, and if Trump takes it away, it's going to look like he is doing the same thing they did by weaponization of the DOJ. And that's true. That's true. But it needs to be, and see, I guess he has to take that into consideration. And I don't really care if Hunter Biden gets protection or not. That's not the part I care about. I just want people who committed crimes, definitive crimes, to be convicted, to get time, because they think they're above the law, and they go around like Letitia James, Big Tish, and says, no one's above the law. No one's above the law, you know, and then they do whatever the heck they want to do, you know, because if you keep letting people get away with things and they don't have to be held accountable, of course they're going to keep doing it. They're going to keep doing it. And they make up things about Donald Trump, but yet they are really doing things themselves that are crooked, and they project every time. And it's so frustrating, because I just don't think it's fair. But I am so grateful that Donald Trump is in the White House, because if you think about it, if Donald Trump did the things, even half of what they said or accused him of, why would he still be in the White House? They know that he's not guilty of those things. They know it. They know that they know it. That's why he won, because by the grace of God taken the scales off of my eyes, and you guys probably knew it all along, that they were just lying to us, playing us for the fool. But in any event, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I need you guys to remember to like this video, comment, share, subscribe to my channel. Make sure that you hit all notifications. I put out 2 videos that are recorded every day and 1 live at 9:30. And so my lives, again, are Sunday through Thursday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I really love it when you guys show up. I try to have information that I feel like you would be interested in. And email me at ChatWithMeLindaB@gmail.com and let me know what you want me to cover. If there's something that I haven't covered yet, especially if I never covered it, let me know. My email again is ChatWithMeLindaB@gmail.com. Also see the link in my description about Augusta Precious Metals. Thank you guys so much. You all be blessed. Love God, your families, these United States of America, and march on, warriors. Good night, everybody.